Hello, hi, how are you today? Today, I want to talk to you about really tuning in and tuning in correctly. A lot of people just get surface level stuff, and a lot of people cannot discern properly because why? Well, when we have large events, when we have the other side of the full moon where everyone's making their wishes, when we have retrogrades, there's a lot of garbage in the air. There's a lot of mental trash. There's a lot of messages and prayers and legit stuff, except how do you rise above it to really discern what is yours? How do you get deep? How do you get the real stuff? Like, right? You want it real. Can you really afford more time? Because we are on the edge of 2025 here. Okay. Another year over, and what have you done? Right? You keep thinking that perhaps we're going into 2025, that maybe you don't have to lift a finger, and that's just not really the right thinking. Okay, so how do you tune in correctly so that you're being efficient? You are minding your own things. Okay, it doesn't mean like just mind your own store and make sure people aren't infringing upon you and you're not a people pleaser. There's a lot more to it, and it not only gets deep, it actually gets easier when you use your brand new light body, when we open your chakras. Okay, there are other parts of you that need to activate. So, what have you done? So, let's talk about tuning in correctly. One of the things that really bothers people is they begin to feel like things are toxic. Now, this is going to happen when things collectively begin unraveling, right? Because a certain percentage of the population has been awakened, okay? Being awakened doesn't mean just becoming aware of social injustices. In truth, those social injustices have followed us throughout our reincarnations. This is the incarnation where you say, the buck stops here. I can't take it anymore. I'm not here for that. I am here for love, but real love. Like the real love that keeps coming for me and healing me and lifting me and up leveling me and opening doors for me, right? Not just like that brotherly love, like, oh, I love all my brothers and sisters, and yet you get really sick of people, especially around certain times of the year or around certain traditions. And even if you don't feel emotionally sick of them, you can feel their stuff sometimes. Like, ever feel what it's like during the Super Bowl in the United States? Okay. Or we just had a huge election. Are you feeling it? A lot of people feeling morose, depressed. I mean, they're entitled to their feeling. Maybe they worked really hard. Maybe they're not sure what it's going to bring. And maybe you're not sure. And maybe some people are happy and they're like, oh my God, I feel such relief. Well, time will tell. Because even though we're in a Jupiter retrograde, I'm not sure who's going to really be the Santa Claus here except your real twin flame. So let's get real here. Okay, we're talking about real love, not just lower chakra love, like the whole 5D heart love. Tuning in correctly. How do you tune in correctly? Because a lot of people are just, like I say, you're getting surface level shit. And it is. I'm using that word for a reason because it's just crap from other people's minds and their thought forms and your worries and your hesitations and on and on and on, right? Because you've been disappointed time and time again. The one thing that this awakening should have done for you is give you hope of things that are better, hope for real love, hope for a better life, hope for a better partner, hope for a better family. But the problem is a lot of people look around, and as we're collectively unraveling this stuff, you're like, oh my God, my work is toxic, my family's toxic, my kids are toxic, everything's toxic. Why? Because you can feel it now. Your calluses have eroded. You can't be calloused up against the world anymore. You're going to feel, and you're going to feel the heights, and you're going to feel the depths. How do we stop feeling the lowest lows? We don't want you to be in desolation. Other things people ask, and I'm going to ask you. So ask yourself. I want to hear some responses in the comments. I mean, this is I'm a teacher and a guide to 5D. I'm not out here like picking a random card. Because frankly, you need something a lot deeper, and you're not going to bring your tarot cards with you to bed, are you? When you're with your twin? You're going to be like, wait, honey, let me pick a card so I can tell you what your mood is. Okay? So, question: why do you think you were born in that place? Why geographically? Why? What did you pick? Okay? You actually had some say so in it. But what is that place or situation or something supposed to confer to you that makes it easier for you to heal things, really dredge up your karma, get tuned in and get on the same wavelength? Okay. So when we talk about vibrational frequencies, being on the same vibrational frequency with your twin flame is crucial, especially at certain times. Why do you think you were born to those people? Well, they had the right set of genetics and situation and karma. Okay. So those are short answers. But the longer answers are, what is it bringing, right? Are you prone to certain chronic illnesses? Do things run in those families? Do you have childhood trauma? Okay. So when we tune in, I'm teaching you how to tune into the inner etheric body. Okay. This is what helps you with your healing and with your daily living. This deals with your lover's intuition, which is lightning times faster than just normal intuition. The child, you can call this inner child, childhoods, your childhood, your twin flames childhood. There's a lot of stuff. Sometimes there's a bucket of stuff. I just saw an article the other day. People think like Peru is like, woo, woo, it's so spiritual. 76 children buried with their chests split open as an offering to maintain the grid in that area. Maintaining the grid meant it would keep the crops going for the people. So they went and scooped up people, enslaved them or kidnapped them or conquered them or something, brought them over, and then did them and, in a mass thing as an offering. Okay. These are the things that are so mysterious that show up. What if that was you? Do you have chest pains? Do you literally have a visceral feeling of like, oh my God, it feels like this or that happened to me? This is my bailiwick. This is my department because I help you with this deep healing. Those are psyche issues. And when you go to other people, they tell, oh, it's psychosomatic. No, it's somatic and psyche healing that you need. It's right at the most minuscule part of you because that went right down to your molecules, all the way to your psyche. So that's when it gets quantum. And that's what I do. The other thing is your everyday twin. You are an everyday person, meaning how are you day in and day out? You're presenting a certain personality to the world. You have your daily things, your daily routines, the things that you like doing, the things you have to do, your chores, your job, etc. But it still has an impact on you. And there's two of you. Who's your everyday twin? And I don't care if you say, well, I can look them up on social media and see what they're up to. That's just BS because you're not going to get this other stuff and you're not going to get this next one. Okay? Doing this works help you balance this and make you efficient and healthy, energized. Upper level twin flame. Now, you might know that exists, but not a lot of people have actually reached that level. And it is important because that is where you really get that jolt of love again, and you can get it again and again and again. But when you connect like that, you're actually putting a foothold there for your future so that it enables you to more easily open doors. That means for your career, for your finances, for your future with each other. And so upper level twin flame is very important. So right here, we're talking about 4 levels. I'm not even talking about your cells or other dimensions. And so maybe you can see in some ways why this is taking a little bit long and why you actually have to lift a finger to learn how to do this. Now, this stuff will cycle due to retrogrades and large events. So we just had a large event. The whole world was watching, how the outcome was going to be. And whether you love it or hate it, we all have to have unity, but you start by unifying yourself. You focus on your own unification process, the merges. Kissing is the best healing ever, okay? But you got to be kissing on one of these levels, okay? Maybe you're not here yet. Maybe you're not here yet. Maybe you're not here yet. I want to get you there. Large events, childhood traumas. Okay, a lot of people have childhood trauma. And sometimes it's a carryover from the thing I described. Childhood, inner child, having to fend for yourself, feed yourself. It's going to be child labor, child enslavement, born to enslaved parents, all kinds of stuff as a child. Early deaths, okay, memories of early deaths, deaths by all kinds of things. And it's not pretty, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And it's not pretty, some of the things that happen. Even things like circumcision, okay? I've had young men where they are not only horrified, they're angry. A part of them was mutilated and taken. I mean, this is real stuff. These are real feelings. This is why we have to. What if that's your twin? What if your twin's a chronic addict? What if your twin has a chronic illness? What if you have a chronic illness? Do you see where I'm going with this? Learn this so that by helping yourself, you're actually helping the one you love. And the merges come, and I'm telling you, the love and the kissing is the best healing ever. Learn how to access the levels, heal, seal, because you want to seal it up from the past. You don't want the past repeating. You want to be able to close that door, and that's it. Heal, seal, and open your new chakras, a new level. Start with my webinar, 10th, 17th, 24th at 9 a.m. Central. You can ask me questions. Please look at the links below. Okay? This is my gift that I have worked very hard to be able to help people. So here at the Twin Flame Command Center, we don't, goof around here in Twin Flame Landia. I want to focus on getting it done. Okay? I want to help you get her done. And that actually is very much a drive that I have. Sometimes I feel it's so urgent. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? The right people are stepping forward to join because they value where they are going, why they came here. Even if you were born into some crappy family, crappy place, crappy situation, okay? Hope to see you there. Thank you.